105.5.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station.
Returning with BBC Minute, it's Ria Mora. Let's start in Egypt and the latest from the Suez Canal.
Officials say 113 ships have already sailed through the waterway since it was unblocked on Monday. They're trying to clear a boat traffic jam of more than 400 vessels.
More than 20 countries and the World Health Organization have said they would support an international treaty to fight future pandemics like the coronavirus. They all agreed this could ensure fast and equal access to vaccines and other measures.
Speaking of COVID-19, South Sudan has postponed the launch of its vaccination campaign due to logistical reasons. Shots were supposed to go into arms on Monday.
Meanwhile, Kenya is facing an acute shortage of oxygen in hospitals across the country due to rising COVID cases. Health officials are also saying that around 20,000 oxygen cylinders are being hoarded in private homes and institutions.
And this is just lovely. A South African ballet dancing school and a shopping mall have joined forces to offer socially distanced ballet lessons to children. Proceeds from the classes are used to support less fortunate children.
1329G.
BBC Minute.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station. We educate, that's why we are respected. We inform, that's why we are loved. More music, we are the best. The Integrity Station. Splash, splash,
105.5.
We've got the city on lockdown.
Got my own city that I hold down.
We are Splash 105.5.
Ẹ ṣe rere, ẹ má ṣe kà, ẹ ṣe rere. Ẹ ṣe rere, ẹ má ṣe kà, ẹ ṣe rere. Má ṣe rere bí oníṣèkà ọmọ aráyé. Ẹ ṣe rere, ẹ má ṣe kà, ẹ ṣe rere. Má ṣe máa ṣe, má ṣe máa ṣe ṣèkà, má ṣe máa ṣe ìkà ò dáa. Dákun máa ṣe ìkà. Má ṣe máa ṣe, má ṣe dání lóró, ìkà ò dáa. Má ṣe dání lóró, má ṣe dání lóró, ẹ̀san ń bọ̀ ọ́. Má ṣe ṣèkà, ọmọ Áfíríkà, gbogbogbò, má ṣe dání lóró, ẹ̀san ń bọ̀ ọ́. Ẹ ṣe rere, ẹ má ṣe kà, ẹ ṣe rere. Ẹ ṣe rere, ẹ má ṣe kà, ẹ ṣe rere. Má ṣe rere bí oníṣèkà ọmọ aráyé. Ẹ ṣe rere, ẹ má ṣe kà, ẹ ṣe rere. Ìrọ̀bà sálọ, ogún ọdún, ọjọ́ kan ṣoṣo, ọjọ́ kan, òtítọ́ wa bá. Mo lẹ́yìn àṣebàjẹ́, ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ jáwé, ẹ̀jáwé, ẹ̀san ń bọ̀ because àdáni lóró gbàgbé ọ̀la o. Àgbà òṣìkà ó gbàgbé àti sùn o. Ọjọ́ bàbá kò kì í roko ọ̀ ló ń jà. Máa ṣe rere láyé mi o. Rere ló pé ìkà ò pé. Rere ló pé ìkà ò pé. Ìkà ò pé ọmọ Áfíríkà o. Rere ló pé ìkà ò sùn. Rere ló pé ìkà ò dá. Ìkà ò dá ọmọ Áfíríkà o. Má ṣe dání lóró. Má ṣe dání lóró. Ẹ̀san ń bọ̀ o. Má ṣe ṣèkà ọmọ Áfíríkà gbogbogbò. Má ṣe dání lóró. Ẹ̀san ń bọ̀ o. Kọ́lá mo fẹ́ sọ ìtàn kékeré kan. Yá mi létí. yá mi létí yẹn ọmọ áfíríkà o ìtàn ọba aládé láyé ọjọ́ yẹn lẹ́sàn ti wá o ẹni náà kùkùté ara wọn lọ́nà náà labalábá tó dìgbò lẹ́dùn aṣọ ẹ̀ ó yá ìtàn mi tó rí obìnrin méjì wọ́n jọ bímọ lálẹ́ ọjọ́ yẹn o òun àná tí wọ́n sùn ṣó ló fa sábàbí àsùgbàgbé òní kan wá o ọmọ áfíríkà o wọ́n ti sùn wọ́ra wọ́n ti sùn káká lálẹ́ ọjọ́ yẹn o èèmọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ o àní ṣe ni wọ́n ti sùn wọ́ra ṣe ni wọ́n ti sùn káká lálẹ́ ọjọ́ yẹn o rògbòdìyàn ṣẹlẹ̀ o ọmọ lè rìn ayé ọmọ bí ó ṣe ìdè wá ká máa fojú sunkún wọn o àláwùrà o ọmọ lè rìn ayé ọmọ wà á dàgbà o ṣẹ́ẹ́rọ́bìnrin apá òsì ṣe ló sùn lọ́mọ lórí ó dẹ̀ tó di dájú o ọmọ ti lọ ló bá wo obìnrin apá ọ̀tún ìyẹn ń sùn jẹ́jẹ́ o pẹ̀lú ọmọ rẹ o ló bá wá ronú ìka ló bá wá ronú àìdá ló ronú rìkíṣí ọmọ áfíríkà o ló bá dọ́mọ àlàyé.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, it's good to have you join us again. It's Tuesday, the 30th of March, 2021. My name is Michael Olatunbosun. I'd like to welcome you to the premium program on the premium radio station, Splash FM 105.5. I'm talking about talking points, and you know the deal. It is that platform that, does not promise, but gives you the platform to discuss. So it's not about promising to give you the platform. It's about giving you the platform indeed. And the whole essence is for us to engage fellow Nigerians on what we need to do or how we need to go about making this country better. Let's do this business again today. Okay, just like yesterday, I'll be having my colleague Goki on the microphone in a moment. But before I go to bring him to the microphone, let me give you an idea of what we're likely to be, getting into again today. So yesterday was finally the 12th colloquium of the national leader of the APC, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, former governor of Lagos State. We'll be talking about the talking points of, the colloquium, and particularly focus on statements or speeches made by some key individuals. I'm talking about the Tinubu himself, the President Buhari, even the Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo. We may just take a peep into what they've said, they said, and have a feel of what's going on around you. I may also bring you a few words from Odia Ofemom. I will be playing Odia Ofemom until I, exhaust the whole audio. Just a snippet of what, he said on the 6th of March. Just a few lines from there, or a few words, if you like. And we'll just get talking about these matters. First of all, a few items in the news. And you may want to say we're starting on that note, but, what do we do? we just will start from there. I stumbled upon a story a while ago, and I would let you in on it. It's basically about this this phenomenon. Is it a phenomenon? This practice of attacking police formations, particularly in the southeast or south of Nigeria. I may bring some stories from there as well, and then I will get to engage on this matter. What exactly are the gaps? What exactly are the issues that people are not looking at, or what are the issues that they are looking at and that we need to see? At Tinubu's colloquium, why we must avoid war, Buhari says, this is the Vanguard. I'll just read a bit of that story. And the riders, quite a lot of them, I fought for Nigeria's unity during civil war, says Buhari, warns secessionists against bids to divide Nigeria. Clamor for Oodua Republic, long overdue. Gani Adams says it's either Oodua Republic or ellipsis there. That's YOV insists. And the army will deal with threats confronting Nigeria. Chief of Army Staff here says, and this is the story. President Muhammadu Buhari said yesterday that Nigerians are better and stronger together in the entity called Nigeria, noting that he defended the unity of the country as a soldier during the Civil War between 1967 and 1970. The president spoke virtually from Aso Villa as chairman of the 12th Bola Tinubu Colloquium. Commonwealth, the imperative of national cohesion for growth and prosperity. To celebrate the 69th birthday of All Progressives Congress chieftain Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Kano. Okay, so that's just a bit of that story. Okay, so and you have, if you like, these side conversations. The president here spoke against the backdrop of calls by groups and individuals for secession in different parts of the country. Okay, so you now have them now. According to the Vanguard, it says, while the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, Iba Gani Adams, Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho, and other individuals and groups are calling for creation of Oduduwa or Oodua Republic. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and its leader, Nnamdi Kanu, as well as Niger Delta ex-militant Sari Dokubo, are agitating for a Biafra Republic. Okay. Buhari's declaration also came on a day Iba Gani Adams said the clamor for Oodua Republic is long overdue, adding that the call for self-determination is a true reflection of the present mindset of all Yoruba sons and daughters in the diaspora. Okay. So you have this story, so you can find that story. In fact, you need to just look at that story. It's a rather longish story. Okay, I could go on and on. So you have similarly a coalition of over 174 Yoruba groups in diaspora, Yoruba One Voice, YOV, restated its avowed commitment to the actualization of Oodua Republic, saying the call for self-determination remains the last option for the Yoruba nation. Okay, so Buhari says we're better, stronger together. And you need to understand that also the vice president, Yemi Osinbajo, also talked about, harped on the need to continue this relationship or this coalition, if you like, or this conglomeration called Nigeria. If Nigeria breaks up, visa will be needed to move around. Osinbajo here calls for a new tribe of committed Nigerians. So, also speaking on the issue, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo told the advocates of the breakup of Nigeria that if it happens, people will require visa to move around. He said by this gesture, Governor Ganduje has helped us to tell two stories. This is the first time that the colloquium is being hosted outside of Lagos and Abuja, the capital city, and it is befitting that Kano should be that place. This city of radical and progressive ideas and ideologies, a city whose leading political lights have been left off center, which is the dominant tendency within our great party, the APC. Second, it helps us to underscore the point that this country and its people are stronger and more powerful together than apart. For the purveyors of breaking up into small components or countries, perhaps they should be reminded that we would not have been able to accept Governor Ganduje's offer to come to Kano at short notice, since we would all have needed visas to come to Kano. All right, so you could, go on and on and on and on and on and on, and you'll find reflections of these thoughts, even in Tinubu's statements. It's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. I was talking about this matter of the attacks on police formations. And this one, another police inspector burnt alive in Akwa Ibom. Still the vanguard. I'll come to that story in a moment. That's okay. So, basically, I'm bothered by the fact that even in Anambra State, there were stories about, attacks of police formations, police stations, and the rest of it. And you wonder, what exactly do the assailants want, or what readings are they seeing, or what signs, or what exactly are the things that they are seeing that we are not seeing? So that will be the fulcrum of what I will be talking about today. Okay, and let me quickly read this other story, and then I'll come to my friend Guki. We have issues indeed. Tinubu here talking. Recruit 50 million youths into army, police to tackle insecurity. Tinubu urges the federal government. I'll just read that story. National leader of the All Progressives Congress, APC, and former Lagos State Governor, Senator Bola Tinubu, has decried that bandits continue to cash in on huge unemployment in the country to recruit many young Nigerians, as he called for the recruitment of 50 million youths into the Nigerian army and the police. Speaking on Monday during the 12th Asiwaju Bola Tinubu colloquium held in Kano, the former Lagos State Governor noted that it is expedient for political leaders to create jobs for Nigerian youths if the nation is to experience rest from banditry and other forms of criminality. Pointing to the 33% unemployment rate among the youth, which he describes as disturbing, Tinubu said there is an urgent need for the country to recruit 50 million youths into the Nigerian army and the police so as to reduce joblessness among the youth. Okay. Goki. Oluwagbemi guy say, Goki, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Michael. How are you doing?
I'm very fine. So let's start from this story. Tinubu wants the federal government to recruit 50 million youths.
Well, it's funny for me. I saw the story myself yesterday, and again, you read it. Now, Tinubu wants 50 million youths in the army.
And the police.
And the police,
okay,
because of insecurity.
Okay.
But we have some fundamental questions that we should ask ourselves now.
Okay.
The present police that we are saying, or a lot of us, some people were out last year to say no. We are saying no to police brutality. We are saying no to inadequacy in the police force. The same police that we are talking about. You want to bring in 50 million youths. The ones that we have there, have you been able to even cater for them? It was just on this show that we mentioned earlier that some particular police stations have not even been able to recover back from the issues of the NSAS and the rest. Mm-hmm. How much does a police officer get paid? Which youth are we talking about? Are you talking about the youth that still believe in one Nigeria? Are you talking about the youth that are so tired of the present situation of the country? Are you talking about the youth that will do anything to leave this country? Are you talking about the youth that does not even see education as the way out again? 50 million youths. You're not going to provide job for them. You just want them to be in the security. You just want them to carry gun all around.
So that was where I was going. I was going to this thought. So the police and the army have suddenly become employment.
That's what we should ask.
Rather than security.
Rather than security, they've just been a means of reducing the unemployment rate. You talk about the army that some of them just, I think they were complaining about funds not being released. We see videos of army saying they don't even have enough machineries to face all this insurgency. And you're talking about 50 million youths to go into the army because they are unemployed. I think that's not the right thing. We are not taking the right step in the right direction.
The Vanguard newspaper here, another police inspector burnt alive in Akwa Ibom. Read a bit of that story. There was tension in Ikodafanga community in Sienu-Udim, local government area of Akwa Ibom State, yesterday as hoodlums burnt another police station inspector alive inside his house. It was gathered that the hoodlums stormed the compound of the police officer, simply identified as Aniekan. About 2:30 a.m., cordoned off the house, set it on fire while he was asleep. This is the third time hoodlums are attacking police officers and stationed in the local government area. It will be recalled that February 22nd, 2021, hoodlums attacked the police checkpoint at Ikpeanang Junction, manned by operatives of the Quick Response Squad, QRS, and burnt a police inspector alive inside a police van while others escaped. A resident of the area who spoke on the ground of anonymity said the killing might be connected with the victim's role as a prosecutor in the detention and conviction of criminals. Okay. Another resident, Idara Obong Akpan, said, We woke up this morning to see the charred remains of the inspector buried in the rubble of his former house, completely reduced to ruins, as the hoodlums set his house on fire. I believe it was deliberate. Wow.
Of course. For me, I actually believe it's deliberate. It's not a mistake.
So what exactly? Remember that, repeatedly we talked about these issues with the police relationship with the members of the public.
Yeah.
And I thought that, with the IG's disbandment of SARS and so many other things, I thought that the relationship between the publics and the police should have been mended more deliberately and more intentionally. It has not happened. Should it not bother us that people still have this sense of suspicion when they see policemen? Is that how you run a country?
That is not the way a country is being run. No. That is not the way. Because the truth of the matter is, if this thing is happening the third time in a particular local government, we have I suppose that there is a chairman of the local government there. I suppose that there are inspectors there. I suppose that the CP should be aware of all of this. They should call the people. What exactly is causing this? And I must state this emphatically. Killing police officers will not solve the tension. Killing police officers will not reduce the tension in the country. Neither will it solve any problem. So we must speak to the youth. We must speak to anybody that is behind this, because this is intentional. This is not accidental. So this is the third time this is happening. What is the governor doing? What is the chairman, local government doing? What is the CP doing to make sure that his guys are safe? And I must state it, the police is now our number one problem. We should change that mentality. The police is not our number one problem in this country. A whole lot of things are not working well, but the police are not our problem.
Okay, so it's something that bothers me indeed. Those who should protect you. And,
you read, it was funny to me when you read in the story, and you just said, one officer was burnt inside the police van and others had to escape. The security agent had to escape. That's a serious matter. You don't run a country like this.
Okay.
It's pathetic.
Breaking. Identify sponsors, leaders of kidnappers, bandits. Take them out. Buhari other security hurts. Just a bit of that story in a moment. I've seen that story in many other news media, the nation and the rest of them. So the president is giving others. Sometimes you need to get into context. President Muhammadu Buhari has ordered security agencies to identify sponsors and leaders of kidnappers and bandits, especially in the north, and take them out. Buhari said that his administration would not tolerate a situation where the criminal elements dictate the pace in the fight against insecurity, and gave the marching orders to the security to bring such people and those backing them down. That's the order of the president. Good news, right?
It's not good news for me.
Why?
As far as I'm concerned, this is not the first time we listen to orders like this. For me, it is just a word of a departing father. We understand that the father of the country is leaving, and they just need to see the security men and then tell them some things to do. This is not the first time that all of this are happening. For Christ's sake, what has been done? what template do we have on ground to make sure that we find out and take out the bandits? Is the president just waking up to the reality that so many parts of the country are controlled by bandits? Is the president just waking up to the reality that bandits are the one dictating the pace and setting the tones of security in our nations? So for me, they should do what is necessary. I think it's just a parting word from a father that is leaving the country. There's no good news there.
Okay. All right, so let's come to this matter, Odia Ofemo. I want you to listen to a bit of what he has to say. And we just come back and talk about the issues, more like a crystallization of the issues raised by Odia Ofemo. It was an extensive lecture at the 2021 Obafemi Awolowo lecture. And Wither Nigeria was the theme of conversation. I thought you should listen to him. The man speaks to the very core of the nation. And this is a man who has been around for quite some time. He was Obafemi Awolowo's private secretary those days. I need you to just dig into the mind of Odia Ofemo. Just listen now. Okay, and so we'll come back to talk. It's still Talking Points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. Odia Ofemo here.
Each time it was discovered that the ship of state was foundering without compass, and no one seemed to have a handle on its navigation, the question whether Nigeria has usually been asked as a way of giving expression to issues of where we are as a country, where we are going, or where we should be going. Mostly, the issues have emerged from trying to think beyond the scramble for a place for the various nationalities in the country. I am interested in how history has fixed all of us and how we need to refix it to make a different and better country possible. We happen to have many unresolved issues, especially at this time when the most intense marker of dissension in the Nigerian firmament is such as the Boko Haram insurgency in the northeast, which has sought many times unsuccessfully to declare a caliphate over parts of the country. Take the other issue. Movement of the sovereign state of Biafra and now the indigenous peoples of Biafra. They have raised the Biafran secessionist flag contentiously and ambitiously over what used to be the eastern region. Successive federal governments have pursued them with punitive measures as if the civil war of 1967-70 did not quite come to an end. Now the class are gathering as fractions of the Yoruba at home and in diaspora, are angling for secessionist binge of their own, unless, as it is stressed, ethnic nationalities become self-governing within the Nigerian Federation. Let me say that I concede their purpose, but not their angle. At any rate, I think there is a cautionary note to be registered against the various secessionist pressures, which have been heightened, I believe, by the recent upsurge of the Nigerian Fulani, from amongst whom there has emanated an invitation to all other Fulani across the sub-Saharan Africa to come take over Nigeria as a permanent homeland. Let me be upfront with it, that I consider angle of having a commitment to a homeland, but not to the purpose of withdrawing from a common sense of nationality with other Nigerians. I say this simply as a backdrop against which I must accommodate what I have called Fulani upsurge. I call it the Fulani upsurge because I have just been re-educated by fellow Nigerians who never used to talk about their ethnic backgrounds, but have managed to recreate a sense of ethnicity when calling myself by an ethnic name, and that I should no longer be shy in calling my fellow countrymen, saluting them by how they name themselves in their own languages and in the ways in which they honor themselves. The upsurge that I have talked about has a question of whether the scramble for Nigeria is in a peace-filled fashion through armed propaganda or a one-fell swoop to displace those who currently regard themselves as Nigerians. It is important that I start from this deep end because I share with all of them who feel that this is a country worth defending and that we must all defend our places in the way this country functions. Another strategy that has been applied would seem to have had a test run in the National Assembly in the attempt by organic legislators to deploy Nigeria's basic law, the Nigerian Constitution, as a means of designing or divining a law-governed approach to have the Fulani domiciled in every one of Nigeria's 774 local governments. The purpose, as it is being echoed, is to achieve the formalization of cattle grazing reserves, rural grazing areas, cattle republics, or cattle routes, of which the latter, unfortunately, have been so grandly reminiscent of pre-colonial slave hunting routes that it has caused quite some disgust and umbrage. Add to it the avid pursuit of legal encirclements of local governments. It happens that all of the protagonists of the cattle bazaar, though not necessarily of the same ethnic stock, have shown enough capacity to contest the state's monopoly of the means of violence in such a way that their common pursuits are generally assumed as marks of their common identity. I want to state in this connection that the Nigerian situation has had quite a boiling point quality, if not drama, since the recent informal application of the President of the Republic of Benin, who wants his country to join Nigeria as the 37th state of the Federation. This application from another multi-ethnic country has come as a follow-up to years of special relationship nurtured personally by Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari with Francophone countries, in particular, in the Niger Republic. Whether or not one of the countries is serving as incubator, follow-up, or rehearsal of the special relationship with Nigeria, the matter of importance is that from the standpoint of where Nigeria should be going, we need to know how the country will fare into the near or distant future. There is a driven pattern of cohabitation that it demands within the possibility of Nigeria splitting up or seeking to fuse with neighboring Francophone African states. Clearly, it is a step away from the case of Morocco, which incongruously, in my view, wished to join ECOWAS to create a larger French community of which Nigeria would have to be a member. Suddenly, we are confronted by the loaded question of how Nigeria on its own or in agglomeration will be governed beyond current skirmishes in the debates over the restructuring of the Nigerian Federation. Whatever may happen, The core issue remains how the spirit of coming together of territories or the hitching together of cultural geographies within and around Nigeria can fit into an agreement between fellow Nigerians, not merely on the need to stay together as one country, but on how any form of coming together can be framed and actualized. This, to be sure, is one of the things it could mean to ask whether Nigeria in this dispensation. In seeking to ask and answer the question, there are elements that echo me. What needs to be written into it is how the structure of power in Nigeria offers a sense of ultimate decision-making, where it used to be said that nothing works in that country. But it is increasingly being argued that anything can happen, especially if it is bad. To put it this way, is to draw attention to how far the country has traveled or regressed since General Muhammadu Buhari took over from President Goodluck Jonathan in 2015. As it was argued, change was imperative, and so change needed to happen. Campaign managers were brought from Barack Obama's America to help rephrase the challenge. If by some mischance there was electoral victory for the wrong candidate, it was speculated that hired armed propagandists from the Sahel's unfinished civil wars could be cashiered into the country to unleash mayhem of undefined proportions as a settlement of account. Later, the public space was reliably informed that the armed propagandists who were hired for post-election accounting collected their fees but refused to return to where they came from after President Jonathan considered victory and so did not provide an excuse for anyone's blood to be shed. A new moral bypass was therefore allowed for the armed propagandists to dissolve into sundry schemes of ethnic solidarities that have since enabled them to stick around in the country. Not to forget, this happens to be the country where change was slated to happen, but no one has been available as canvasser, claimant, or parent of any genuine change. Actually, it was seen that the question whether Nigeria, as the lecture on the platform, at this lecture on the platform of the Obafemi Awolowo Foundation shows, is some way of visualizing a country ahead of us that is eminently savable in spite of the change that has not taken place. Let me say that I don't want to shock anybody, but I am going to call Nigerians by their names. And I don't think we should go on building a country in which I cannot embrace a Nigerian of another ethnic group and call him by his name in order not to offend those who believe that ethnicity ought to be put under the carpet. Need I say it? For a society to be savable, there must be a class of people who are ready to do the job. In this regard, the Nigerian circumstance has been marked, if not modeled, by a leader-centered capacity for maneuver, which cuts across political party lines, and which has formed a peculiar political culture of its own. One way to put it is that no matter how seemingly divergent they may appear, Nigerian political graduates are informed by the same political purview, in the sense that they have the same dispositions in goal orientation and party organization.
Splash FM 105.5.
Ìbàdàn 9 mobile 4G LTE ti balẹ̀ gùdẹ̀. àfihàn eré ìdárayá bí wọ́n ṣe ń gbá wọn ní yàjóyàjó á yàtọ̀. ìpè lórí fídíò àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ rẹ́kẹ̀sẹ̀. ṣe iṣẹ́ yóò máa lọ ní rọrùn kò sí yọnu. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o ìbàdàn ẹ jẹ gbádùn ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ ayélujára pẹ̀lú ojúlówó 4G LTE lórí àtẹ data 9 mobile gba gígábáìtì méjì pẹ̀lú wíwà lórí social media lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ fún ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà gígábáìtì méje pẹ̀lú wíwà lórí social media lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ẹgbẹ̀rún kan lé lẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà àti gígábáìtì mẹ́ta àtààbọ̀ dátà lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lálẹ́ ní àwọn àṣàyàn olóṣooṣù fún dátà ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún kan náírà àti jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ tẹ *200*3*1# láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìlànà àtàdéhùn wàṣà o 9 mobile.
GoTV tún ti ṣe bẹ́bẹ́ o. Dígbí ni wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú rẹ̀. Jẹ̀gbádùn ẹ̀dínwó ìdá méjìlélọ́gbọ̀n lórí GoTV Max. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, tí o bá sanwó GoTV jọ̀lí fún ẹgbẹ̀rún méjìlénírínwó àti ọgọ́ta náírà. GoTV ó ṣàó sókè téńté lọ sí GoTV Max pẹ̀lú ìkànnì márùnléláàádọ́rin tàbí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Abracadabra! Wọ́n máa jẹ̀gbádùn àwọn eré oníṣe India lórí Starlife, La Liga, eré bọ́ọ̀lù àfẹsẹ̀gbá, Premier League, àwọn ètò Big Brother Naija lóríṣiríṣi lórí Africa Magic, Nigerian Idol, BET, Cartoon Network àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ẹ̀dínwó tó dáa, ìfowópamọ́ tó kù àyà. Lóòótọ́, GoTV wà pẹ̀lú rẹ̀ digbí. Àwọn oníbàárà GoTV Max láti ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kẹta ò ní ìpín nínú ìpolongo yìí o. Ìlànà àti àdéhùn wà ṣá o. GoTV nífẹ̀ẹ́ rẹ̀.
Let's get ready for Easter like no other.
Here we go again. Money, spending.
Come on, honey. Plenty options for us to pick from the Foodco Easter Sales Bonanza to celebrate Easter with range of incredible low prices.
Really, darling?
Yes, of course. For flash sale incredible offer. Buy Big Bull Rice 25 kg at 11,999 naira 99 kobo. And get Coca-Cola 50cl pack of 12. And Sunola Soya Oil 1 liter free.
What?
Other great offers include Malta Guinness pack of 6 at 749 naira 99 kobo. Milo Energy drink 500 gram refill at naira 49 naira 99 kobo. Buy Binotun Blender BLG 403 and get Lola Soya Oil 1.9 liters free. Try Ion D1 108 and get Sunlight Detergent 900 gram free. Plus many more mouth-watering offers this Easter at Foodco.
Wow.
And take advantage of Foodco Easter Awu available in all Foodco outlets in Ibadan. Promo runs from 26th March to 5th April. Offers available while stock lasts. Terms and conditions apply.
Oṣù Àbíyì, oṣù àpẹ́lẹ́, oṣù ẹ̀yọ́nú tún ti dé o. Oṣù Ramadan tí gbogbo ọlọ́run ọba là pẹ̀lú ṣíṣe àwọn onígbọ̀wọ́ ètò lọ́lọ́kọ̀ òjọ̀kan yálà lóru àti lọ́sàn-án àwẹ̀ Ramadan. Ìyẹn lórí ìkànnì Ọmọlúwà FM 105.5 àti Lágẹ̀lú FM 96.7. Àsìkò rẹ̀ ó látún ti wá fagbọ̀n kọ́rẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́run ọba lékè ọlá pẹ̀lú ṣíṣe àwọn onígbọ̀wọ́ ètò bí oníṣẹ́jú 5, 10 àti 15. Bákan náà làǹfààní tún ṣí sílẹ̀ fún yín o láti kẹ́bùn wá fàmì àfáwọn èèyàn láti máa fi ṣèfàjẹ́ lóru àwẹ̀. Ẹ tètè máa bọ̀ wá o sí ìkànnì Ọmọlúwàbí Splash FM àti Lágẹ̀lú FM òkè gájòkè láti wá ṣòǹgbọ̀wọ́ àwọn ètò nínú lámàlánà yìí. Fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé ẹ pè Amir Lukman Tijani sórí nọ́mbà yìí 080-733-21933. Oṣù àwẹ̀ Ramadana tó wọlé dé yìí ọlọ́run ọba ò ní dùn wá ládàá Allahumma amin.
My people, better don land. Make una come see ogbonge cable wey dem manufacture for we obodo Nigeria. Na Pure Cables. Pure Cables na correct electrical cable wey dey reliable, dependable, and the people wey dem make am call dey safety conscious. Pure Cables get original copper and aluminium cable for different sizes dem wey you fit use for electrical wiring level for anywhere. Whether na your house, abi na your office, the price nko e no dey tear pocket at all. Nationwide distribution don start. For more information, call 0808-030-3257. 0808-030-3257. Pure Cable and Wire Limited. They have print compound. 40 gate 122/132. Oshodi Apapa Expressway. Iyano Solo Bus Stop, Lagos. Pure Cables. Nigerian Electrical Contractors endorse am. SON approval. Pure Cables. Now you be go.
At ShopRite, we're making it possible to celebrate a low-price family Easter. Save big with great deals like Pepsi, Mirinda, 7-Up 330ml cans at only 119 naira 99 when you buy 24 cans of Malta Guinness at 3,199 naira 99 kobo. Get even more in store for your low-price family Easter. Prices valid till the 5th of April 2021. Only at ShopRite. Lower prices you can trust always.
your favorite shows live on Facebook. Yes! You can watch your favorite presenters and listen to your favorite programs on our Facebook page every day. Go to Splash FM 105.5 on Facebook. Like our page and get updates when your favorite program is streaming.
Do you know you can study in Hungary and Cyprus with ease?
Yes, the representative of Istvan University in Hungary and European University of Levsk in North Cyprus are at your beck and call here in Ibadan, Nigeria.
These schools are in partnership with the Edu Consort of Ruscon Travels and Tours Limited, and over the years, several students have gained admission and visa to study and get their degree by leveraging on this partnership. Ruscon Travels and Tours Limited is your link to study in Istvan University in Hungary and North Cyprus European University of Levsk.
Two world-class universities with campuses located in a serene and friendly environment. You pay zero deposit and service charge until your visa is secured. For more inquiries, call 0816-932-9152. Again, 0816-932-9152.
Our office is at number 53 MKO Abiola Way, Ajegbe Bus Stop, Ring Road, Ibadan, Oyo State. On Facebook and Instagram at Ruscon Travels NG. Ruscon Travels and Tours. All right, let's go to Hungary and Cyprus for qualitative education.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, you're welcome back. You're still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. You listen to that, a bit of that. It's much longer, audio. Just played a few minutes of it. And Oja Ofemum has said quite a lot in his understanding or deconstruction of the country Nigeria. He arrived at those very strong words. He says something about those who are agitating for their statehood and the rest of it. Well, he says that he concedes their purpose, but not their angle. So their methodology happens to be a problem for him. And he says that, it has become very normal for us to have a sense of ethnicity rather than a sense of nationhood. And, it happens every time when you're talking to people, you say, I'm Yoruba rather than I'm Nigerian. I've never encountered any British who, says I'm from Manchester. I'm not British, but I'm from Manchester. I have not seen, have you seen any? So why is it that we usually have this sense of ethnicity rather than a sense of Nigerianness? Okay, and he also laments that these agitators have now rivaled the state in the monopoly of violence. Wow. Okay, so his own concern is, how do you govern Nigeria beyond the current skirmishes in the debate over restructuring? And but he says something in the course of viewing Nigeria ahead. He says for a country to be savable, there must be people to do the job. That's one part of it. Then he says this: need I say it, for a society to be savable, there must be a class of people who are ready to do the job. In this regard, the Nigerian circumstance has been marked, if not muddied, by a certain leader-centered capacity for maneuver, which cuts across political party lines, which has formed a peculiar political culture of its own. One way to put it is that no matter how seemingly divergent they may appear, Nigerian political gladiators are informed by the same political purview, in the sense that they have the same dispositions in goal orientation and party organization. So the concern is, if we are to save Nigeria, do we have the people, or are the people ready to indeed save this country? It says that, and it says that the Nigerian circumstance has been marked, if not muddied, by a certain leader-centered capacity. So in other words, my reading of that statement means that all of us are always waiting for the leader rather than leading from behind to save this nation. Why is it that we're always blaming the leaders for our problems and not looking at how we are contributing to the problems?
I think that's a problem with the citizenry. Of course, we must mention that. You mentioned the other time we were having a conversation before we entered the studio, and you said we have to be responsible. The fact that someone is irresponsible does not remove your own responsibility.
Yeah, exactly.
So, of course, it is necessary that as citizens, we should do what is right. But I must mention that there must be structures to allow people to do it. I told you the other time. That was my argument the other time before we entered the studio. And I said, I'm saying it again. There must be structures that must be put in place, institutions to allow people to do it.
Okay.
I was just looking at you the other time that you were mentioning that why do we still have that sense of ethnicity? I'm a Yoruba man. Oh, we have a call.
Let's attend this. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name, sir?
The name is SB Abodun from
Mr. Abodun, let's talk, sir.
Now, I have an option.
Yes, sir.
To what is happening now.
Okay.
To keep the country together. Actually, I don't think we need to go to war or shed blood.
Okay.
And the option I call SB's option.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. I'm waiting.
Yeah. Instead of saying the same thing in different tongues, the South, East, Southwest, they are saying the same thing. South, Middle Belt, and invariably we constitute the buck that is being shortchanged. Take it or leave it.
Okay.
So why don't we come together and create let's explore the political platform, the political solution to the problem.
Okay.
Let's come together, float a platform.
Okay.
That we checkmate, or at least create the impression that the North is usually is not the whole Nigeria.
All right.
It is being
Mr. Abodun.
As it's being showcased.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abodun, for calling.
You don't allow me to land.
We have to take another caller.
No problem. No problem. All right.
Thank you very much for calling.
Thank you.
I wanted to say that you should please just round off your thought. You understand that?
No problem. No problem. Another time.
All right, thank you very much. My reading of what you're saying is that rather than agitate separately, why don't they form a common front?
Yes.
Do you think that this our mutual distrust will help us to we'll be able to remove it in this conversation that you are talking about?
There was a meeting in Ibadan. I can't remember when the Southeast people were insisting they want to be at the center, and they now believe that they should reach to other people. So they came here, and under that platform, under that arrangement, why not let us forget our where we are from.
Because we have to go. There's this story. I thought we should read it. Okay. It's in the Punch. Breaking: federal government declares Friday, Monday public holiday to mark Easter. Federal government has declared Director Press and Public Relations of the Ministry of Interior, Mohammed Manga, and issued on the March the 30th, 2021. This is the call we're waiting for. Can we do this in 30 seconds? Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good evening, sir.
You're welcome. What's the name, please?
My name is Victor.
In 30 seconds, Victor.
Yes, Mr. You see, this issue of insecurity that I'm talking about, it's not compulsory we we employed 1/4 of the whole population of this country. It's like these old people do not understand what this country is. They don't know what is going on in this country.
Okay. Victor, thank you.
So when we are talking about insecurity, it's not about employing 1/4 of the whole. If you want to turn the country to a military zone, you empower the military.
Thank you very much.
Let them do what's supposed
Victor,
to do.
we have to go. Thank you very much for calling. Interesting perspective. We have to go now. Unfortunately, Goke, we have to go.
No problem.
Goke, thank you for coming.
It's always my pleasure, Michael.
After now, Ibadan News Update, and after Ibadan News Update, game on. My name is Michael Olatunbosun. Please do everything within your power to make this nation better. Enjoy the rest of the day.